Hi everyone, I'm back again and we have another big grid race today. A big one today. This was Suzuka on Sunday with over 100 cars on the grid, which I didn't think was going to be possible. Not a Suzuka, but it's worked well. And yeah, I'm on the grid. I think I qualified about 40th in the end. Probably could have done a bit better. You'll notice that a massive amount of tyre warming was going on. The tyres were very cold. We had to wait on the grid for 18 minutes due to a little error. But we got going in the end. Eventually just getting into our grid position. It's a tiny little bug there. Just waiting for that Bentley to sort itself out. There we go. So we're all good to go. We're all in position with an hour's race. And this is going to be the highlights from it. And we're away. The Bentley gets a very good start. Now, bearing in mind we've got to get 100 cars into this first corner, so we see how we get on. There goes a Porsche on the outside. Well, sorry, the inside of me. There we go. We've got a Ferrari running wide. There's two spinning, been hit up the rear, but so far so good. The Porsche comes back on. There goes a Ferrari. We've managed to get through unscathed. We've got been hit again. Renault is the culprit being hit or hit me. He will come into play a bit later on in the race as well, but we're just waiting for itself to sort itself out. It looks like we've lost quite a few positions, unfortunately, during the start with various things going on. 48th now, and we're already down to 94 people, so yeah, a few little retirements already. Although the screen seems to say we're 35. So we're 35th now, so it's just taken a bit of time to work itself out. And yeah, we're in a bit of a trail now, so I thought I'd adjust the engine map and try and save a bit of fuel. We've got a few people going off ahead of us, so that's another few places gained. Still got this Ferrari ahead, but yeah, so I go into engine map number 3 just so we can save a bit of fuel, and whilst we're sort of in close proximity to each other, we're not really racing really hard, so I thought I'd just try and do that. Running a bit wide into the spoon corner, and been hit again by a Ferrari, and back down the back straight, coming towards the end of lap 1. So yeah, the safety rating was already gone down, unfortunately, just on the first lap. That was, I think, at least 3 hits there. But hopefully, as we go through, there's going to be less of that, as you know, everyone sort of filters through. But look, I mean, into that corner, yeah, okay, there's a few spinners there, but got more spinners. But we're up to 31st now, passing an Audi, that will do, and we got the run on this Ferrari ahead of us. So already, although it's an action-packed race, yes, we did get hit a bit. Actually, we all made it through, which was quite incredible, to be honest. I think that Ferrari ahead is going to be in a position that we can fight him and get through, but I'm quite chuffed with the pace so far. 29th is not too bad. We've upped the engine map now, and I'll flick across to the display. So we are 29th. We've lost the Ferrari there. That literally almost just cut. Not really sure what happened there. Maybe a disconnection of some sort. It just literally almost just cut out on the corner there. We've got a bit of breathing space now as we go through the Degners, and we've got A. Smith behind us in an Audi who's all over us. But as we move along a bit, nearly 10 minutes in, we didn't get a very good exit out of that last corner, out of the chicane, and we've got the Audi passing us on the outside, as he does. He actually goes wide, as you can see. We're going to try and keep our line, see if we can take it back, and we do. So that was nice and easy. Goderath, I think, is his name. So and then we've got Ferrari going off to the right of us. So we're up to 26th. Yeah, and now, as I say, with this sort of space going on, it's quite handy because you can just set about not being pressured into doing too much, just being able to, you know, just crack on with your race. Now, 15 minutes in, we've got this Mercedes ahead of us and the Porsche. We've got Weber Racing and Vornam. Vornam seemed to have an issue with me at the end of the race. Not quite sure where that's come from. Said that my racing was pretty much awful, and I'm not really sure where that's come from because I've reviewed the footage and I don't actually appear to have any real massive issues with him, which is a bit strange. But 25th, 45 minutes to go. Have some good. We got don't know what that was. It was possibly a Mercedes on the left-hand side. But I have some good racing with Weber Racing here in the Porsche. I'm not going to show all of it, but we spend a good number of laps sort of fighting it out. The Aston Martin, there, see, you can see the lights light up on the dashboard. Just don't really get a great exit out of that last corner, unfortunately, in the Aston Martin, which is a bit of a shame, and that Porsche was able to pull away. In regards to my overall lap times, again, the consistency was there, but unfortunately, like for proper like 1, 2, 3 hard laps, the Aston Martin I just didn't have the setup for it, and unfortunately, yeah, we ended up paying the price because competitively, I was sort of never really gonna aim to get towards the top. You see here that I managed to gain quite a bit of time on that Porsche. We're going to go into the Degners, how we get on here. He runs a bit wide. So again, massive amount of time gained on him. Under the bridge, I'm going to go up to this hairpin here. See how we take this, or how he takes it. So he's very, very deep. We're going to take it on the inside. We've got a little bit of traction lost. The Porsche is on the inside and he's going to take us. So we haven't actually gained any place. And I actually thought I would have passed him. So I was quite surprised he managed to hold on to that. Into Spoon. He runs a bit wide again, but again holds on. So the Porsche isn't such a bad car around here. It does lack on overall speed though. Unfortunately, lost out to the Aston Martin of Green, who passes us as we go into the 130R. Bit of a train going on now. Heavy onto the brakes, into the chicane. Still nothing really happening here. But yeah, it just goes to show the sort of the closeness of the racing as we go and start another lap. 43 minutes to go. So we move on. 38 minutes to go. Weber's still there. We've got a car running a bit wide. What's that? It's a McLaren. So that is of Hot Whiskey. He's going to slightly sort of mix things up a bit. So it's starting to get a bit heated. We got Renoir behind us in the Ferrari. As we come through here, very close, and Renoir hits me, takes me out, slam into the barriers. Struggled just to get back into first gear. Did nothing wrong there. I don't know what he was doing because I wasn't under braking or anything. I just don't know. And unfortunately as well is that actually has damaged my car. So we've so as you can see, I'm just looking through now, seeing what the time required to get this all fixed. So we're now looking at over a minute. Porsche spins ahead of me, and we are basically I knew straight away that the car was damaged. You see, I'm only up to 5th gear down this straight, and I'm passed by the Porsche. Normally that's 6th, so I'm already sort of lacking in a gear. We got suspension problems. And unfortunately I just wanted the suspension sorted. I didn't care about the bodywork, but unfortunately those two seemed to go in hand to hand, and I couldn't literally just change just the suspension. So I thought, with 36 minutes in, let's just get the work done and get off these tyres as well, because it does require a new set of tyres, which is a mandatory pit stop. So yeah, it's normally about a 30-second pit stop, so this is going to take over a minute. So I'm going to be, plus obviously I've lost time due to the incident itself, so we'll see where I'm going to come out in. 35th at the moment, and with 81 cars left. So out we go. Let's just see where we go. Did anyone else pass us? No. So 52nd place on cold tyres. Got to get these back up to temperature. With 34 minutes to go. Rats behind us in a Mercedes. Plastic Mank in a Mercedes ahead of us. And yeah, it's just going to take at least a lap or so to get these tyres up to temperature, plus the brakes as well. So we're going to, unfortunately, maybe be at the mercy of a couple of cars behind us. So yeah, a lap on. We've got Plastic Mank in the Merc, who oh, he's a back marker, so I do apologise. Nice and easy pass, but yeah, also bear in mind that we're now 30 odd minutes into the race. We are going to now start getting back markers and slower people, including myself, obviously. Sabiat in the Aston Martin runs wide. He's also another back marker. You can see in the reflection on the back of his car, I'm desperately trying to get him to move out the way, but he does that of his own accord by going off. So not losing really any time there. Quite handy. We have, moving on again, 27 minutes to go. This Mercedes, yeah, the Mercedes just, although I can't show a replay, unfortunately, if you want to go back to yourself, he basically passes me just before the 130R, moves in sort of ahead of me, but because we're so close to each other, we literally just bang into each other, and I had really nowhere to go. It was certainly not deliberate, but unfortunately just got in the way, and it wasn't really what I wanted at all. Didn't cost me any time, but yeah, I felt a bit crap about that. Got this Ferrari now, 59th place. He moves out the way, and I had a good couple of laps with Thistlethwaite here, and the Porsche's behind me. You'll notice on the bottom right hand corner in my mirror that he is all over me, and we spent a number of laps fighting it out. It was very clean racing, no issues whatsoever, but at the same time I'm trying to cut through traffic. Got a spinner, Mercedes, and you see, Thistlethwaite nearly right up behind me again. But yeah, trying to cut through traffic, trying to also make places at the same time, and he is as well. You could say it was two faster drivers trying to get through the field, and I didn't really also want to lose out to him as well. So 16 minutes to go. You can see we're going to have this back marker in this Porsche coming up in 57th. Just trying to work out where he is, because that's a Lamborghini ahead of us. So, oh no, sorry, it's a Lamborghini logo, my mistake. So Hugh here is the, see, flashing the lights again, just letting him know we're there. There's the blue flags. Is he going to move out the way? Yes, he does, into the hairpin, so that was reasonably clean. Didn't allow too much space for us, but yeah, Thistlethwaite again all over the back. We have another back marker coming up in the Mercedes, and that is Malia? I don't know how you pronounce that. Yeah, so back onto the home straight. I mean, he's not fighting too much. You'd like to think he might back off a bit. Porsche's clearly got the run on me, so we're not good. How we're going to... Yeah, he's not going to try it down the 130R, so he backs off. That's quite nice. Into the 130R. No, so here comes the chicane. Is he going to move out of the way? Flashing of the lights. No, not just yet. So we're right on his case. Is he going to move to the left? No. And we've got more flashing of the lights.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
I mean, I'm not right behind him, but he's just not moving, unfortunately, at the moment, which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, just slightly holding me up from getting to those two ahead of us. Right, so in through the S's. Now this is where he should be moving out of the way, because this is going to hold up. He makes a mistake, so we might be able to capitalise on that. We're going to have to go round the outside there. Looks like he's going to let us through. Thistleweight again all over the rear. And that's, yeah, through. 14 minutes to go. We've got Thistleweight still behind us. We've now got the McLaren now ahead of us, who's in 53rd place, so we're going to go after him. But nothing too adventurous. We go down to 7 minutes to go. We've got this Porsche of Mund ahead of us, so again, looks like we're a lot quicker than him. Thistleweight's dropped behind, so I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. But Mund just rear steps out nearly. And we're trying to work out how we're going to pass Mund in the Porsche. I kind of know where the Porsches have a bit of an issue, and so we can try and capitalise on that. But at the same time, I know that my Aston Martin is still not the best on certain corners either, so it kind of does balance it out. So it's a bit maybe down to driving skill. Into Spoon, how are we going to get on here? Right up behind him, so providing I get the traction out of this corner, which I no, the lights lit up there, we didn't get the best traction out of this. How are we doing down the back straight? Have we got the speed? Yeah, with the drag, yeah, we're looking pretty good. So we might be able to do this into the chicane. He runs a bit wide. We're going to try and go around the outside of the chicane. Do we do it? Where is he? There he is. We do. Up to 30th. 6.5 minutes to go. And yeah, with 60 odd cars left. So we're halfway. We're only halfway down the grid. So yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're really going to make a huge amount of gain on the rest. And also, the problem we've got now is, as you can see, as we move on, I've got first place right behind me. Into the chicane. Now I want to get out of his way. I don't want to hinder him, and I don't want to hinder my progress. So I keep to the right hand side here, trying to move to the right, and he spins me out. I don't. Clearly, it's not. You know, it's not done on purpose. But yeah, I got spun out basically when I was trying to move out of his way. Lost me a couple of places. Didn't damage the car, luckily. 4 minutes to go though, just means that, yeah, I've got only a matter of handful of laps to try and get where we were back up, but that was not the aim at all. Now this guy, Westerhoff, had a right issue with me at the end of the race. He told me I should have waited for this, but, you know, he's look, I mean, what is that all about? He had an issue with me. He was not happy with me, but, you know, who's the one who's, I'm trying to lap him. He had no reason to be in my way, and he really should have just moved out of the way. He didn't at all. I went down the inside hoping he'd make way for me, and he didn't. He flashes his lights to let me know how annoyed he is by it. But, you know, I'm trying to pass him because he's lapped. That's the reason behind it. He hindered the progress. Back up behind Mund again in the Porsche, so it made me sort of think that I might be able to get somewhere. But Thistleweight is ahead of me, and I'm sort of thinking to myself, Thistleweight's very competitive, and I don't really think I'm going to be able to do anything. But we are on the last lap now. We've got 4th and 5th behind us. 4th is giving us the flash, so I'm just going to keep to the right hand side here, let him through into Spoon. He runs a bit wide, but I'm not going to challenge him again. I'll just let him through so he can crack on with what he needs to do. And yeah, I sort of accepted that I wasn't going to get Mund after that. You know, I've lost time due to letting one of the leaders through. And yeah, so into the 130R for the last time. The as I say, my best lap time, very slow compared with what I've done before. Just couldn't really get a clean run. Look at the amount of time that I gained on Mund into the chicane. But that's it. We're going to come up to the end of the race. The hour is over. My safety rating has dropped by a point. I finished 32nd in the end. Let's just make sure of that. There we go, end of the line. 61 cars finished. Just waiting, 32. Looks to be that I finished 32nd in the end. And yeah, a few little hiccups on the way. Things to do with me, things not so much to do with me. But overall, a very good race. And for Suzuka, yeah, I expected a lot worse, and certainly very enjoyable. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I'll be back again with some more videos in the future because I have been self-isolated due to the coronavirus. I'm not ill at all, but they've decided they want to do that at work, and so hopefully I'll get some more videos for you guys soon. Until then, take care, and I'll see you all soon.